Hey guys, I'm Owen Beck, and I just want to give a brief walkthrough of the StarCraft 2 level I just made. Um, so it's called the Twin Passes, and basically uh, it's set in like a desert mountain landscape, um, where there's like two canyon-like passes between this mountain ridge. And so just to go over some stuff, I'd never played StarCraft 2 up until like last week. So there was like quite a bit of a learning curve. The footage you're seeing is actually like the first time I've ever actually won a map or won a game on this map. So I was quite proud of myself. Um, but to familiarize myself with StarCraft 2's like melee mode and like some maps, I had to play a bunch of custom games just to get a general sense of like what's going on with this game and how do I design a map for it. Um, so it took me quite a bit of time, but I finally like kind of figured out some general strategies and how to how to actually build things. That took me a really long time. Um, so basically, some of my design goals were like I wanted to have these two passes um, with this one big mountain ridge in the middle um, with multiple layers to it. So there's a ramp on either corner of it, and the ramp is basically blocked with destructible rocks. Um, so it takes a pretty long time to actually bust through the rocks. So the taking the mountain is sort of like a mid game thing, um, and the first thing you want to do is kind of just explore around the mountain and get as many bases set up and barracks. But since there's only like two routes you can go at the start of the game, it's kind of a gamble to see like which way your opponent is going to go, and if you happen to both choose the same way, you're gonna have to duke it out or retreat. Um, so in this game, I kind of like I tried setting up sensors in both corners to like figure out when enemies would appear, just so I can track stuff, which seemed to be a pretty good strategy. I was getting like scouts were coming to like attack me at times, but I was able to set up a base in the bottom left hand corner. Um, so yeah, the main goal of the map kind of is to climb up the mountain. So you want to get up to that like first layer of the mountain that you can see, since there's all these resources up there. But then after that, there's a second ramp, and if you can get through that ramp, there's some really good resources up at the top, as well as a Zelnaga tower, so that you can like see basically the entire mountain, um, which is pretty handy. So it's kind of like I designed the map a little bit to be sort of like King of the Hill in a way. Like it's like a battle to climb up the mountain. The territory around the mountain is certainly important because that's where you spawn, but you really want to be taking that mountain over. And so in this run through, it took me a pretty long time to get up there just because I was so spread out at the start. But eventually I made it up, and that's kind of where I started dogging on the opponent because you have the high ground. I was able to set up all these like turrets on the ridge, which gave me complete control of like the southern canyon, which was kind of what I had in mind when I designed it. Like I wanted to be able to like ambush troops. Like whoever holds the mountain is able to just fully defend against attacks. And yeah, so some of the critiques I got about the map when I did playtesting were just kind of I expected it. The map wasn't finished. Like it wasn't even close to being finished. I was a little bit behind. So most of the critiques were just like, "Hey, finish the map, and then it will be better." why are there no resources like anywhere in the map other than the spawn points? And like, why can I not even make it up to the second tier of the mountain? And so, yeah, that was expected, and I fixed all those things. And so, yeah, I think it turned out to be a pretty good final product. But yeah, thanks for listening.